Yo, 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 yo.
Yo,
You guys hear me?
yeah, I can hear you just fine.
All right.
Now,
How y'all feeling? How y'all living, man? What's up? What's up? We back with another one. What's up? How y'all feeling?
I
Good?
mean,
Bad?
just as I expected to feel, I guess, right, Kenny?
Pretty much.
Right? I mean, I don't see any, I don't feel any different type of way at all. I mean, we knew what the fuck was gonna happen when we motherfucking did this shit last week. I mean, we knew, right? There ain't no if and buts about it. Like we fucking knew exactly what was gonna happen last week. And you can say whatever the fuck you want about the refs, about whatever. But listen, they had this saying in the combat sports: to beat the champ, you got to fucking beat the champ. All right, you can't let the fucking refs decide a game. If you want to go out and beat the champ, you got to beat the fucking champ.
Neil's
true.
getting right into it. He's not even, but I mean, like, even if you want to say that there were bad calls, which I've said on this podcast for the past however many years I've been doing it, there's bad calls in every game, so get over it. But even if you want to say there were,
Because human error is gonna happen with
right,
referee.
like it's what happened.
I'm saying you can't leave it up to the refs
But,
to decide a game like that.
But even if they did, Neil, they had 3 timeouts,
Yep.
3 minutes and 33 seconds
Yep.
with the ball.
Yep.
They couldn't get a first down.
Couldn't
The
get a
refs
first
did
down.
that.
No, that's what I mean. Like you put yourself. So I don't know if you guys watched. So Barstool Sports they hired John Gruden a couple months ago. Probably one of the best hires.
I never really watched Barstool stuff.
Right.
And like because like I love watching like the all 22 shit. I don't have like a membership, but like
Right.
I watch people on YouTube that break down film and shit.
So
and like the
Gruden
stuff he does
that.
is great.
So Gruden
Stuff
does
is
that.
great.
And Gruden's done that going back 15 years ago when he had the QB camp. Remember Gruden's QB camp on Monday Night Football? He had all that.
He was even before Barstool, before he got signed, he was on TikTok.
On TikTok.
On the TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, him being on Barstool, he has what they call the shred line. And so basically what happens is as soon as the game is over, they have a number that you can call and just fucking vent and rant about the game or whatever. And he basically said, so the guy called in and was like, you know, how the fuck can the refs do this? The fucking refs. I mean, it's so sad. And he was like, listen, you had the ball 4th and 1 twice, and you have Josh Allen who rushed for 700 yards this year.
He was like,
I deserve to win the game.
He was like, I don't feel bad for them at all.
No, you didn't deserve to win the fucking game.
And to be honest with you, like everyone says, oh, the refs. All that they come down to is that 4th and 1 call. And how many times on a random Sunday do we see bad spots happen? Like they act like that was, it's because of the Chiefs. I've watched 1,055 billion football games in my life, and every one of them had a bad spot.
And at every level too.
Kenny,
fucking Pop Warner.
You know me when I'm watching the games. The number one thing that gets me so pissed off is when the coaches. No, not even that. My number one thing I complain about every single game that's primetime is why is the starting running back not in the game in crucial time? Why is a CFL running back in crunch time in the conference championship? Why is Ray Davis in the game in the conference championship?
Yeah.
Why is a guy that has 20 touchdowns on the season and 15, 1,600 yards all purpose from scrimmage not on the field?
Great point.
You deserve to lose. James Cook was on the field for 7 out of the 9 final plays. You deserve to lose. Why is Josh Allen running the ball when James Cook I think he had 8 for like 89 or something.
But what's
every time he's touching the ball, it's a first down. Why is he not on the field? I don't feel bad for them.
Prior
it's been all season. That's what I've been saying it about the Bills all season.
But prior to that 4th and 1, how many times did that play get stopped on Sunday? It was successful once before that.
Yeah.
So like with the game on the line, that you decided we're going to dial this up. Like I can't comprehend that.
That's what I hate about because the NFL is copycat too. So they're just like, it's high rate for the Eagles and everything like that. But it's like, bro, at some point, like, what are we really doing?
I mean, I obviously I'm agreeing with every single thing you guys are saying, but like, you had a chance to win that game multiple times. Like Kenny said, you were up. Yeah. You were up by what? What was it? 7 points? You were up by 7, and then they couldn't stop Kansas City from driving literally straight down the field and scored a touchdown. and then tie a game, get a stop, get the ball back. No, you go let them go down and kick a field goal. So like you have opportunity. And I send this, and I've been saying the same thing going back to 2018 when with that missed call with the Saints and the Rams NFC Championship game, which obviously
they had a chance to win the game.
They got the ball back after that, and they also got the ball first in overtime. So yes, they missed the call. Some say it's the worst call in history.
You gotta let it go.
You got the ball back immediately back, and you had a chance to win the game multiple times. So
that's all I'm saying.
We can chalk it up to refs all we want, but you could also
hold on real quick. Phil, what's up, man? You good?
Yeah.
You sick, Phil?
He said, "Yeah,
I'm recovering.
I've been on those menthols."
Just the wild card from the Fantasy Forever episode. Like that.
My boy's in rough shape over there.
Yeah.
But
appreciate you for showing up, man.
It would be one thing if like that was the last play of the game. I mean, even then, I'd still be like, whatever. Like bad calls happen. But you had numerous chances after this to rectify it, and you didn't. How about like get a stop on defense? Then it doesn't matter. Like we're completely not even talking about that.
Listen,
you just got to stop on defense. It doesn't matter.
I've been saying, well, we're gonna get to we're gonna break down a lot, but we're just overall the overall stuff that's been thrown out. The people complaining about the refs. It's like when you're in the game, like you can complain. It's like okay, but if there's more game left, like you got an opportunity to turn that narrative around. Like if you let it fester into the next drive, which they probably felt like it was, but it is what it is. I feel like they had a chance to win that game.
Well, even let's go to the game that happened. Let's play before it. Obviously, the Eagles like dog walked the Commanders, but how many calls went in favor of the Eagles? They were right calls, but I'm saying like we saw a lot of flags thrown. They all benefit the Eagles. Not one person had anything to say, but because it was a close game and it didn't benefit the Bills, all of a sudden the league's rigged. And I will once again
because the Eagles are getting some crazy calls. Like for example, on the tush push, like AJ Brown literally ripped Marshawn Lattimore's helmet off,
helmet,
and then it was called on Lattimore. I was like, okay,
Devontae Smith, that ball, he was completely out of bounds.
Right,
his toe was out of bounds.
How about the Madden? If you guys keep doing this, we're gonna give him score. I was like, oh Lord, I never even heard of that.
Again, could you imagine if an official got on the mic and said that for a Chiefs game?
They would burn the stadium down.
Yeah, my thing is, I was gonna say like looking back at the worthy catch. Okay, like everybody saw the ball hit the ground. I don't know what they saw to uphold it, but I guess I don't know.
I mean, look at I don't know when it comes to.
It's because it was called the catch on the field. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like bang bang calls, bang bang plays, stuff getting called on the field. So I think obviously next year, but we have the same. I mean, bro, this is the same thing every single postseason. It's always the refs, and then next year they're like, we're going to implement better replays. We're going to implement a replay center. We're going to implement. Okay, but guess what? It doesn't fucking change.
But it doesn't. It also doesn't matter. There's so much time in a football game that I'm sorry, a couple calls here and there.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
think it comes down to that.
An hour and 6 timeouts plus an out of bounds.
I'm so tired of that. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, oh, that's what cost me. No, it's not what cost you. What cost you was not reading the blitz on 4th down. What cost you was not converting on any of your other 4th
Spags. I don't like, bro. Spags is a psycho. Corner blitz on 4th down is insane in the conference championship.
Did you hear what
you gotta be a psycho?
The Bills lineman that was like absolutely lost. He's like, yeah, we slid the protection to the other side because they showed it to the right, and all game when they were saying left. So they pretty much
set it up all game.
You know where it really. I mean, you could really deep dive into this game. You could really deep dive into this team and all this shit if you really wanted to. But where it really goes bad is you look back at your team in general. Like your wide receiver draft pick, you could have had Worthy, correct?
Oh, I'm glad you said this. Wait. It goes back further, Neil. It goes back further.
Wait, hold on, because I was gonna say so I probably wasn't gonna say what you were gonna say, but it goes back to 2022 when you signed 38-year-old Von Miller coming off of an injury to a $40 million deal. Has had 14 sacks since then.
It goes back further.
It goes better. Here's the kicker, Neil. They could have had Mahomes. They traded that pick. That's the pick the Chiefs used to draft Mahomes.
Oh, they're fucking cursed for life. I didn't know that.
And then the person that they traded to him proceeded to go for 9 for 90 against him. Worthy absolutely shredded them.
Kenny, that's that reverse the curse type shit like Babe Ruth and the fucking.
Listen to how diabolical.
But if I go back to the 4 years in a row losing in the Super Bowl, I'm a hater. That's what I was. I'm a hater.
Listen to how diabolical this is. So that trade happened where they literally swapped picks and they got Patrick Mahomes out of the draft pick. And then the year that the Chiefs drafted Trent McDuffie, New England was on the clock. The Chiefs knew that Buffalo needed a corner, and they were after New England. The Chiefs trade up and draft McDuffie. Buffalo then has to panic pick and take a corner, and they draft Kaiir Elam, who's the worst player on the field that game. And then last year's draft,
he was shaking in his boots.
They need a receiver. The Chiefs need a receiver. They're on the clock, and the Chiefs say, "Hey, want to trade picks with us?" And they go, "Okay," and they get Worthy.
Yeah.
So it's
because Coleman, to me, I liked him. I liked him out of FSU. I don't think he's truly a one. I think he's a second or third receiver at best. I don't think he can be your number one because he can't get past nobody.
So I will
he can run routes and stuff, but he just doesn't have that extra burst.
They could have had Xavier Legette, and they traded that pick too.
So another thing coming out of this game, which just points to the absolute fucking greatness of Patrick Mahomes, right? So just a little bit of a stat here from the stat man, of course, that's me. We all know that. But so since 2001, there have been 125 drives in the NFL postseason. And in the fourth quarter, there was under 1 minute to play. Out of 125 drives, only 40% of the time did the team on offense pull off a touchdown or field goal or something needed to get the win or send the game in overtime. These are the quarterbacks. These are the quarterbacks and their stats in this. They're calling this a clutch stat or whatever. Tom Brady succeeded in 5 out of 11 occasions, so 46%. Drew Brees is 3 out of 6, 50%. Patrick Mahomes is was he 7? I think he's 7 for 7. 7 for 7. 100%. He has never not produced a clutch stat. So like
type shit.
You fucking think,
and it's just like, and I like another thing too is like these people don't really realize it, but they be running the same shit in a different formation on all of these drives, on all these plays.
But you gotta stop Mahomes. You can't fucking stop Mahomes. You can't do it.
Because
now it's actually a proven fact because in the postseason he has never not performed.
He's never not performed a clutch.
You can say whatever you want. Oh, you guys are riding him. I mean, literally, like you could say what you want. I enjoy greatness, and what I'm witnessing is something I've never seen in my life. Like, yes, Tom Brady was great, but even the numbers show Brady was actually stopped a couple times. I've never seen this guy get stopped.
I was actually sitting down the other day watching TV or whatever, and like I was just scrolling through Instagram and I was thinking about this, just like how Kenny just said, like I love to witness greatness. Like I'm the same way, and you got to think about just in a general overview right now of sports in general, how blessed as sports fans we are of just the era that we were actually able to witness, right? Not just football, but we're talking basketball. We got LeBron, we got KD, like all these guys, Steph Curry, everybody. You got fucking Lionel Messi, fucking Cristiano Ronaldo, all these people, fucking Michael Phelps, Simone Biles, like Tiger Woods. We have all of this shit, and it's just all greatness. And for some reason, wanting to see the Chiefs three-peat makes you a dick rider.
Right. Because I want to be able to think of, and it's funny because it's coming from like old heads too. They're always, oh, y'all didn't get to see the great things. So now that I want to see it, I'm an idiot because I want to see it. But you guys always tell me about how the good old days when Jordan was running through the league. But now that Mahomes running through the league, it's a terrible thing. I guess 2 + 2 is not equal 4 here.
Like also like. I mean, I get it that he's like Mahomes has gone to, a lot of Super Bowls back to back, whatever. But we did watch LeBron James go to 10 straight NBA finals. Like,
yeah, but that wasn't good enough though.
That's true. Good point, Lawrence.
That's not good enough.
Yeah,
get a team squad.
Playing against the best players.
But that's the one thing I never I truly understood. Like he was punished. Obviously, he was punished for going so many times and not winning every time he went. Or majority of the time he went. Right. But while we call other people that are great, that don't ever get out the second round.
Insane,
some people don't even make it past the first round in the NBA playoffs,
or make it to the conference championship,
or that too. Like,
or they almost beat a team in the divisional round, and they can hang their head on that for their whole career.
So I mean, really, I think Kenny. I don't know if me and you talked about this, or if you sent a text message. I can't remember. Somebody, maybe it wasn't us, but then somebody. It might have been on Twitter. I was looking at it. I was like, okay, what does this do for Joe Burrow? Like, honestly, this, just the fact that he was able to go into Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes in an AFC Championship game.
Something crazy.
Two people, crazy. Tom Brady and Joe Burrow. That's it. End of list.
Yeah. End of list.
We all say that it's Tom Brady.
It's just like
Mahomes as 1A and 1B, right? So if that's the case,
it's like to me like I laughed at the Nick Wright shit with the Mahomes Mountain, but it's truly that.
We're seeing Tom Brady all over again, right? Like, we're seeing the Patriots dynasty all over again right now.
Yeah,
like history repeats itself, and it just so happens to manifest itself into the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Like, that's just what it is. Like, he's in the AFC, he's running the fucking AFC, and now they've gotten to a point where they're just so comfortable in these big games, like Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, all the guys they have around them. They just have that. There's no fear, right? There's no idea that they won't go and get this done. And that's a really, really fucking hard thing to beat. You're going into a game against people that have been there, done that multiple times. Like, it's really hard to look across the field and be like, and that was the problem with Tom Brady too. Like, even when the Rams played Tom Brady in the divisional round the year they won the Super Bowl, we were smoking them. We were up like 25-3 or 27-3 at halftime. They came back, tied the fucking game, because you just look across the field and you see a fucking Grim Reaper Tom Brady, and you're just like, okay,
he's done that before.
You know what's do something. But you know what's scary about this dude though? Like, I mean, when Brady did it, like, I mean, he was doing it, but like he lost to the Ravens. He lost to Peyton's Broncos.
Was it me though? Like, hold on. I felt like for him, he really wants this one. I don't know what it was in the game, like the fact that he's trying to run
because he wants to get a three-peat. Because
I feel like his energy is much different.
He knows he's chasing Brady. So what is he already lost to him head-to-head in the playoffs and head-to-head in the Super Bowl. I can't get that back. What could I do? I could do what he didn't do though. And what's crazier is this dude is doing it in the AFC, where all of the good quarterbacks are. Like, it's not like he's doing it in the NFC where there's nobody else there. Like, Allen's there.
Yeah, the fact that we went from Big Ben, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, all these dudes to this shit. Like, this shit is insane. And people are gonna only get better too. And that list for the top 5, top 7, top 10 is gonna be much more difficult to kind of put people over each other. So I think it's going to be good.
But I mean, I think that your top 4 are solidified. There's nowhere. But after that, I mean, we got to also stop just trying to manufacture dudes in the top 5, because that's what happens. Like CJ Stroud, for example, like had a good rookie year. Don't get me wrong, but
they're going to do the same thing. They're going to do the same thing with Daniels. Yeah.
And now if he takes any sort of step back next year, what happens?
Well, I think he'll be able to. Well, I don't know. They got rid of Slowick. They got rid of Slowick, and
they got rid of Slowick this year, though.
This year, so yeah. So and my thing is, he didn't really. Well, I've probably stats, but he still made it to the divisional round too.
Oh yeah, but that was the thing though, because they were ready to crown him Patrick Mahomes 2.0, which we've seen this with LeBron. When someone's great, they think that everyone who comes in the league now is going to be you. That's not how it works. But that's what they think. Yeah. So, but that's what happened. And then when he just had a decent year, it was like, oh, maybe he's not that good. I don't think
you're not that guy, Paulie. You're not that guy.
I just don't think. I think top 5 talk was way too soon.
Phil, how you feel about the? How do you feel about the Commanders this season? Because I think we should definitely still talk about the Commanders. Like, the fact they were able to do what they did, get to the NFC Championship, is really impressive.
Out of nowhere. No one expected this offense, this QB to be this good this early. I mean, it's sort of like like we said with CJ Stroud, Jaden Daniels, the rookie QB expectation is really, really set high now with whoever comes in the league after these guys. Because with the way Daniels and Stroud balled out the last 2 years.
Listen, their future is wild, is crazy bright. They're third in cap space available.
You're talking about Washington?
Washington. They're third with cap space available. Like they could do a lot. They could do a lot of things. Obviously, they're going to probably improve in a lot of positions too.
Zach Ertz went crazy too, like 11 catches.
If I'm looking at that team, I'm thinking about where I could. Sure, but I wouldn't break the bank, right? Like
I would focus on O-line.
I was just gonna say,
how much do they have?
I'm opening up the checkbook and bringing in T. Higgins.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm saying more of like, obviously, if they have this much money, they're gonna have to go get. They're gonna have to go get a starter
because let's say they just spend all the money on O-line, and your wide receiver 2 is either De'Ami Brown or Noah Brown. Still, what's that?
Well,
I don't know. I gotta look into their O-line. They obviously did somewhat of a good job.
I also don't think their O-line is bad, so I don't think that's an issue.
That's my first thing when I think of like a rookie quarterback. You're gonna wanna protect them.
But they already brought some guys. Like they had their center Biotish was with the Cowboys. Like so they did what they needed to do.
They were the 8th best O-line in the year.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So then, I'm
not opening the checkbook. I'm opening the checkbook to bring toys.
T. Higgins, after what that boy the truth.
So what I saw happen paying running backs in free agency, I would even think about paying running back.
Who's available though?
You have Aaron Jones is back on the market again. I mean, I'm not paying Najee Harris ridiculous money, but if Najee wants to come on a cheap deal,
Najee, a backup.
Yeah, so that's if you bring him in there to be like part of a committee on a cheap deal, I would do that. But
he's no. Yeah, I don't even know why. I had high hopes for him. I thought he was going to be able to be just because of the notoriety, the Bama backs get.
Just some names. We got Stephon Diggs, T. Higgins, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin, Brandon Cooks, Khalil Mack, Zach Martin, Deontay Johnson, Cam Robinson.
He needs youth.
Matthew Judon, Charvarius Ward, DeMarcus Lawrence, DeAndre Hopkins. These are all do we have any running backs? Let's see if we got running backs.
Top running backs are Aaron Jones,
Najee Harris, Jeff Wilson, AJ Dillon, Nick Chubb, Javonte Williams, Alexander Madison, Travis Homer.
And I was gonna say, I felt like B. Rob didn't have a bad season either.
No, but
this is gonna be.
But if I have a lot of money, I'm saying I'm paying to bring in a guy like T. Higgins, and I'd even go and get another running back.
If there's because I'm thinking of replacing Eckler if you do in the backfield. Because I think what's in it
too.
Huh?
Rico Dowdle is a free agent.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You can upgrade receiving back because that was a big part of their offense too. So
the names for. Unfortunately, the names for running back is not that great. I mean, obviously, Alexander Madison had a pretty good year with Las Vegas, but you're not bringing him in to be your running back 1.
No, for sure. But that's why I think I would pay a running back to be in the committee with them. Is what I'm saying. Like you're not breaking the bank to give.
Aaron Jones is 30 years old too. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think if you can bring in Aaron Jones with Brian Robinson, I think that actually works.
Yeah, out. I think that's a valid. That's why I was saying receiving back. He can be in there for a certain package.
He's on the market for $7 million. They're saying.
Because listen, they were playing Jeremy McNichols. Last chance you run. He was getting a lot of snaps.
Yeah.
So,
but like Rico Dowdle, I like Rico Dowdle on a roll like that. There's some pretty good names on here. Like if you're going to bring in a guy like that, I mean, Kenneth Gainwell would be a great fit for that. He's only 25. Elijah Mitchell, cheap too.
Elijah Mitchell is injury prone. For the Niners, but then again, he's leaving the Niners, so he might have a better
Jalen Warren and Jordan Mason both on the market too.
Might put a flyer on Jalen Warren,
right?
Oh, Warren's available. I would go get him.
He's a restricted free agent.
Yeah, so
because
they were going to let Najee walk, that means they're bringing him back.
They're bringing him back, right?
Yeah.
a wide receiver name to look out for, Elijah Moore. Like, 'cause he's only 25 years old, about to be 25. Because a lot of the receivers on the market,
I like watching him at Ole Miss.
Like, so I think that Elijah Moore. I mean, obviously, if I'm swinging for the fences with T. Higgins. But like after that, like I'm not just gonna pay an old guy. Like Brandon Cooks, no. Amari Cooper, no. Keenan Allen, no.
Ole Miss has some. They really had DK. They had DK, Elijah Moore, and AJ Brown at the same time.
Tyler Boyd's 30, but he's on the market.
Nah.
I think that Tyler Boyd cooked his chances when he went to Tennessee last year. Tennessee is where receivers' careers go to die.
He should have stayed. He should have tried to stay with what's her name?
Hey, Kadero Hodge.
Kadero Hodge.
Van Jefferson.
Bro, stupid.
Oh, Zacchaeus is a free agent as well, and so is De'Ami Brown. They're both free agents.
And what they need to do is not be fooled by De'Ami Brown's two great. Like, if you want to bring him back, that's fine, but do not overpay that man.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody could go pick up Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor.
Eagles.
Oh man. Hold on.
Well, I know who Ant's cheering for now.
Let's see. Said the Eagles.
Well, Eagles. Probably forgot the A.
It's like that. Did you see it? It's from that lady who was cheering him on. EGLG.
Oh, the mayor. It wasn't just the lady, Kenny. It was the mayor of Philadelphia.
My Snapchat was crazy.
Remember that Twitter post I shared to you?
You said 50%.
Watch. On Twitter.
Oh yeah. That might actually be true. That actually might be true. But yeah, I know so many people that were down there to Snapchat. They're in the middle of the streets. They're gonna burn that city down again if they win it.
Yeah, I had no clue.
They're gonna have to fucking wax the poles.
Man.
Grease the poles.
I don't think it's gonna matter. Like they're gonna find a way, bro.
Did we talk about the Eagles game at all or no?
Well, I kind of was just talking about the Commanders because I think you had left when I brought up the Commanders. Yeah, I was just kind of trying to do a little bridge.
I mean, that was a great game. Obviously, if you're an Eagles fan, it was a great game.
The Eagles.
No, yeah, if you're an Eagles fan, it was a great game. If you're a Washington fan, you got to feel. I mean, honestly, you got to feel like your rookie quarterback played great, right? Like he did not lose you that game.
Three turnovers
loses you that game, and
three fumbles.
None of them by your quarterback. Yeah. One of them on a kickoff and like running backs.
I think all were short field too.
Short field, yep.
Turned into 21 real fast.
Yep.
And I think it's okay to give him a pass. He's got to the conference championship as a rookie. Mm-hmm. Now, if we consistently see him get to the conference championship, he can't go over the hump, then we'll start to put you in the Lamar and Josh Allen category. But for now, like you said, we're not. No, because I saw a lot of people. How come no one's talking about Jaden Daniels? Because he got this ragtag group of bums to the conference championship. That's why we're not talking about him.
He played like a true machine out there at quarterback.
Yeah, all playoffs,
true machine,
and not to mention the gauntlet of teams that they had to go through, man. Like Tampa
and then there was some people were like, "Yo, he played terrible. How could you take 4th down sacks?" I'm like, he's down 18. He's trying to do something. What are we talking about?
They also went. They just to put into perspective what he did. They went on the road 3 times. They went to Florida, Detroit, and Philadelphia, and they beat those 2 teams to get the conference championship. But they beat 2 really, really, really good teams. And I think
if they face somebody else, I feel like they would have a chance. But the Eagles is just too much.
It was the worst matchup for them.
Yeah.
Worst matchup. They have one of the worst.
Third time playing against them, division rival. The link is jumping.
Also goes back to what I said last week when we were watching the divisional round. If you're a Rams fan, you gotta feel really good after that game because we were literally a missed block away from beating that team, and we just watched them put fucking damn near 60 on the Washington Commanders' head. Yeah. So
after the Commanders just put 40 on the Lions' head,
literally, So I mean,
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we did know we knew Sorry, go ahead.
It makes me feel really good about my Rams to the Super Bowl pick, because if you would have got past the Eagles, you were getting past the Commanders.
I literally just said that. I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say, like, listen, we're
like,
damn.
Yeah.
Nobody. I don't know. To me personally, I feel like the country in general does not want to see this rematch. But what are you gonna do? You know.
Right, like I'm cool with watching the Chiefs win again, because I want to be able to say I've witnessed something that's ever been seen, but I do wish it wasn't a rematch of a Super Bowl we just saw 2 years ago.
Literally 2 years ago.
Commanders.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, thank God for that Rams Bengals fucking Super Bowl to give us a little break. But
I got a question. So FanDuel tweeted Jalen Hurts greater than Lamar Jackson. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, are we talking like individually, like
best?
That's what my initial thing was, because Jalen Hurts does nothing better than Lamar.
No, like if you're saying if you want to like compare accolades and say like team accomplishments, well then of course he's been to 2 Super Bowls, but like
he broke the Super Bowls curse.
He ain't been to 2 Super Bowls because of him.
Can I just say that if Lamar Jackson was on that team, he'd have 3 Super Bowls.
They would 3. They might not have ever lost a game.
Yeah, the Eagles have had consistently probably top 3 best rosters in the NFL for the past 5 years.
Right.
So,
I mean, the team is super talented.
And then they just go ahead and get AJ Brown for literally a bag of chips, and then they just get Saquon Barkley. Like if anything, this playoffs has done is it showed Giants fans how fucking terrible their ownership is and their front offices. Like that's the one thing for sure that you get out of this.
Are we sure we want to pay a 27-year-old running back?
Well, but
like 2,000 yards of regular season.
I'm certainly not defending them, but I think that there was context taken out of that, because I think what they're trying to say is,
well, he did have the injuries too. He had the injuries.
No, I think what he's also saying is, can we pay him when we pay our quarterback as much as we pay him? Like, I don't think he was happy that he paid his quarterback, but his hands were tied at that point. They were already paid. Like, he was like, I can't pay both. Like, I think if he can go back, obviously he would have done what a smart person would have done, is franchise tag Daniel Jones that year and extended Saquon, but he did it the other way around, so his hands were tied, so now he kind of had to let him rock. And also, as much as we rag on them, like, oh, they should have paid him, are the Giants much better with Saquon Barkley on that team this year?
No.
Like,
I think the fans were. I was gonna say they just wanted to be like, all right, if we go to MetLife, I know 26 is gonna be there, Barkley's gonna be there, and he gonna somewhat try to put a show on. I think that's what more people, because they're like, we got motherfucking Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary give us the same production as Saquon Barkley.
Because I'm like the leader of the let's make fun of Joe Shane for that, but I do get it. Like, if your team wasn't contending, it's like, I'm gonna dump all this money into him when I've already dumped all this money into Daniel Jones, and he knew I got
this is the greatest thing that could have happened to Saquon.
Right? No, it's
the greatest thing.
Yeah, paying Daniel Jones
the best running back season ever.
What made it funny though is when Joe Shane's on the phone with Saquon, he's like, "Could you give me your word that you'll come back to me though? That you'll." Like, he got
off of that phone with his family in the background.
Like,
said we're going to Philly. I'm an hour and 20 minutes from Harrisburg. We lit.
Grandma, I'm free.
Y'all can come to all the games. He's home. That's where it's hour and a half.
Love it.
That was easy. He made it seem like he was going other places. They're like they were AJ and them already got on the phone like, yo, you might as well.
I mean, from a purely football standpoint, like a purely like roster versus roster standpoint, I'm very excited to watch the Super Bowl. Right? Like,
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to
do it.
I'm going to do it. I have to.
Kenny,
but I'm glad
I have to,
because this proves, like, no, you can't say that here, like, for the whole rigging audience, because people will say that, but all the people that say it's rigged will still put their hard-earned U.S. dollars on Philadelphia and then complain. If it's so rigged, why would you do that?
Kenny, why?
Well, no, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
No. But I'm just saying because.
But people, there will be people that do say that.
I've seen people that have said it's rigged, and then they end the sentence with.
I'm going with the same approach. I've been saying somebody got to stop this dude. I want to see the 3-peat, but somebody has to stop him from doing this.
3 years he's been telling me someone's going to stop him, right? What have I been telling him every single week?
Don't do it.
I said somebody's got to do it.
I ask one question every week.
Keep getting away with this.
I ask one question. Does the kid with the funny voice and the nappy ass curl still play quarterback there?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with them.
It was painful.
I'm rocking with them.
What's up? Is it a pick 'em? I haven't put U.S. currency on there.
Let me look it up.
They were 1.5 point favorites on Sunday night.
I was thinking about it today. I've been going back and forth. I'm like, I don't know. Like, do I want to?
If you're just donating, you could just give it to me.
Do I want to hear the chats when it goes off? I don't want to hear them.
Lawrence, do you want to lock for the halftime though?
we got to go on what is it, Bovada or whatever it is.
But I just want to know if you're just donating money, like you could just give it to me, like I'm your friend.
It's not a donation. They roster loaded. It's a little different than last time. It's a little different. This is tab.
Now?
No, they got Carter in the middle wreaking havoc. It's different. Yeah, it's real different.
Yeah, all right.
He said, "Yeah."
Shit off.
Hey, good thing. Good thing. This is part. Good thing this is part 1 because I got 7 days to change my mind.
Hey, Lawrence,
so I'm saying it now, but it ain't got to stick.
Lawrence,
you feel me?
Mahomes won a Super Bowl with Mercedes Valdez-Scantling as his number 1 wide receiver.
And
Juju Smith.
Shout out to Juju.
And who was his running back?
He was really cooking.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jerick McKinnon.
No, Pacheco was still there.
Oh yeah,
Pacheco. I thought he was hurt.
Pacheco was that was Pacheco's rookie year. They beat the Eagles, I believe.
Yeah.
22, right?
I'm talking about San Francisco. I'm talking about last year.
Pacheco was there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Oh, I was talking about when I was going back to the Eagles.
I'm talking about last year. I'm talking about last year when Mahomes played against arguably the greatest roster in the league last year. With Mahomes and all these weapons and Debo and Bosa and Fred Warner and all these motherfuckers. And guess what?
Damn, beating the Niners and the Eagles twice, that'd be crazy.
What those two teams have in common? Their weakest link is the quarterback.
Yep. You're not getting listen, because here's the thing. Steve Spagnuolo has a week to prepare for Saquon Barkley.
2 weeks.
He doesn't 2 weeks to prepare. I'm sorry, you're right. He has 2 weeks to prepare for Saquon Barkley. He doesn't have 2 weeks to have to worry about. Listen, I'm putting my fucking cards on the table and I'm saying, Chris Jones, listen. McDuffie's got whoever.
Yes.
You got Barkley. That's it. Like, we're just going to sell out for Saquon Barkley. If Jalen Hurts beats us with his arm, which he has yet to do all year,
then we lost.
We lost the Super Bowl. Because guess what? We still got Patrick on the other side, and I'm taking him over anybody. So
I mean, it's a fact.
That's that simple.
And don't get me wrong, their defense has definitely been vaunted this year. But I get Andy Reid 2 weeks to prepare for this team.
Oh, you don't think for 1 second Andy Reid's looking at that Rams game and seeing Stafford put up 350 in a blizzard,
right?
And saying, what can I do here?
I don't know what you really do. Like, listen, man, you can sit. We talked about it last week. You can sit in the too high. We're going to the average pass is going to be 4 yards on drags, and you got to run after people that run 4 threes. They're going to beat you to the sideline. 15, 20-yard games.
Who can just find zone. You can't play zone against them.
Hey, listen.
When they play that too high,
listen.
You're all going to try. You're going to creep
play zone against.
I know you don't indulge in the betting, but Zach Ertz just had 11 catches.
Tore him up.
11 catches.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. Higbee tore him up. In the snow.
I'm supposed to believe playoff Trav's not going to have a day.
You know what? I got to listen. I'm taking these things into consideration. I wasn't in my right mind 10 minutes ago.
Kenny, I just said, what's he doing? What does he think he's doing? Like, what does he think he's doing up there? I'll have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it. Don't
do it.
Like, if you think about doing it, just send me the money.
Just don't.
I'll keep it safe for you until you come back to your senses and want to actually play.
Like Jalen Hurts doesn't even have 3,000 passing yards. Lawrence.
Wait, he doesn't?
No.
Remember, he missed some time this year. I mean, he should have passed, but like for a guy like him that isn't a prolific passer to begin with, missing time will do that.
Man, you got 2 number ones. You should have 3 games
and a Dallas.
But they should have 1,000 apiece every single season. But you know why? You know why they won't have it? Because that puts them at risk of fucking up.
But also,
also, he don't want to throw the ball.
You have a dual threat running back, too.
Did you see when he said about like, oh, they finally let me out the straitjacket? But when I watched,
they said it wasn't meant like that. That's what they were saying.
Okay, there's only one way to take it. But anyways, when you watch the games and you see that he has the opportunity to let that thing rip, what's he do? Run to the sideline and take 2 yards if you don't want to throw that thing.
Lawrence, what's Lawrence called? The Jordan logo. He does the Jordan logo.
Bro, the Derek Jeter shit. Josh Allen does?
No, the Jalen Hurts. It was.
Oh yeah.
Super Bowl year. Yeah.
He used to always run to the sideline. NFL logo, and it was just like, bro, why are you leaving your feet going out of bounds and throwing the ball? Just set your feet and throw the ball. And then he's wondering why the ball's getting picked off. It's like these are elite athletes. By the time you leap up in the air, that window you had to pass is gone. But obviously he's gotten smarter.
Oh yeah, but he still is. And when I say that he's the weakest link on their team, it's not even saying like he's like terrible. It's just look at the rest of their team. Like, what are we like? If he's not the weak link, then what is? I'm just because it ain't Saquon, it ain't AJ and Devontae, it ain't Jalen Carter. So what? So if he's not, who is? Lawrence keeps laughing because there's no other. Because when you put it like that, it's like
because I be a lot of the times I just want to listen to people and hear where they're coming from. I don't be saying I do the jokes and shit, but I really want to hear why and how are you defending Josh Allen? Why and how are you defending Jalen Hurts? I want to actually hear it because your first 6 words are gonna let me know where we're at. Like you don't. There's no way. So when people talk, it's like no way you watch him. No way you watch him.
And I'm glad you said that because I had someone tell me like, oh, like, and if you flip flop Josh, look what he had around. Man, I've seen Patrick Mahomes play with what Josh Allen had. You know what happened? He won a Super Bowl with it.
Yeah. He had MVS and Juju out there, and Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney smashing his helmet on the sideline between each drive.
Could you imagine if he had to play with that? I could because I've seen it and I've watched him win a Super Bowl with it.
It's just funny, man. It's like I don't know. It's comedy how things are covered, how they respond to people after losing or winning. It's funny. But nonetheless, we got 2 great teams going at it for the Super Bowl. I feel like that's all that matters. Yeah, I mean, the people that saying they're not gonna watch it, we don't care.
We don't care.
I promise you. And you're gonna be watching it because you're gonna be around some food, you're gonna be around family, and you're gonna watch that shit.
They can say that because
great halftime show coming up.
Every year people say they're not gonna watch it, especially every year since the Kaepernick kneeling thing. And every year the Super Bowl has broken the previous year record. So
you can't get enough.
So if you're not watching it,
if you're not watching, why are more people showing up?
I'm turning off the halftime show.
And
we know. We expect you not to be there.
And
turn that TV. Turn the TV.
You know who is?
Turn this TV. Turn this. They're gonna be like this. They're gonna be like, "Where's the remote? Where's the remote?
Turn it off.
It's not allowed in here. I'm going for a drive."
Turn the TV off.
At Kenny, at Phil. Let me know when this shit's off. I'm going to Stewart's.
Stewart's. I'm actually. Guess what? I'll be in Canada.
I'm about to go. I'm about to go all. I'm about to go pet my owl this whole time.
My owl.
I'll be in Canada that weekend. So.
Oh shit!
You're gonna be in Canada. They might actually black out the halftime show there.
Nah, he's really a sicko. He's a sicko, man. I don't know. I can't wait to see what he does. I can't wait.
I know he bringing out my girl SZA, so we about to.
Imagine if he brings out Drake. Imagine if he brings out Drake and
then like last year.
That would be hilarious. That would be the biggest.
That would literally be on par with some with the fucking music industry.
That would be better.
The whole world is rigged. NFL's
rigged. That would be better than the Jackson Nipsey.
Right.
Are we picking this game?
No, it's part one.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it's not this weekend. I keep forgetting that. It's next week.
You're going to be in Canada for it and forgot you're not going to
I forgot all about. Listen, I'm fucked up over here.
Wait, when are you going to Canada?
I'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, okay. All right. So you'll be able to pod.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah, and I'll actually be home Sunday night, so I'll be able to watch the game a little bit.
Yeah, I think this game. I don't know. I'm like torn. I want to see the 3-peat because we never seen it. I also
want to see somebody else.
Yeah, it's like somebody gotta stop him. I don't know who's gonna do it, if it's gonna happen, but
look.
I feel like this is a good team. I feel like this is a good team. They saw them already. So I feel like it's a good team that can do it. They got a lot of adjustments from last time.
But keep it a buck, Lawrence. You want this team to stop them because you want to have to deal with that fan base being able to say they're the ones that stopped it.
They're gonna go crazy. They're gonna go crazy. They're going crazy now. Like, well, we made it here.
Right.
We made it here.
Right. But then we know you could always come back with it, having your conscience. You lost the game. What happens when they win? There ain't nothing you can say.
Saquon Barkley getting a statue right next to the clothes.
They can't listen, man. They ain't gonna say nothing to me. Can't say nothing to me.
They could because they're gonna go. We're the only ones that stop the dying. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to.
I go super petty with it. I say the last 3 times the Saints and Eagles face, we beat y'all. Get up on my face.
You're right, and they're gonna say none of that matters because we beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Like I don't know, man. I'm gonna probably change by next week, but we'll see though.
Like Neil, I think he's underestimating the level that it's gonna get to if this Eagles team beats them.
Oh,
just like if the Bills would have beat them.
Oh,
at this point, I'm equally rooting for the Chiefs as I've been rooting against their opponent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really torn. I mean, the only reason I'm torn is because I have friends that like the Eagles. So I want them to. But the Eagles did just win. What? When was that, Kenny? When did they beat the Patriots?
18.
They beat the Patriots with Nick Foles. Or with
18.
They beat the Patriots who had Tom Brady.
You got
they're good for 20 years.
Yeah,
I sort of won championships too for me because last time he dropped that shit after the Super Bowl, that was his last good album. I don't know if he makes music anymore, but that'd be nice.
What are you talking about?
I said Meek Mill dropped championships after they won the Super Bowl.
Yo, speaking of
that album was really good.
No, I know, but Meek Mill's.
This was the first big event in Philly in like the past decade that they ain't roll Meek out to do Dreams and Nightmare. We got to check on the city. Are they okay?
Oh, Meek Mill's.
He's
freak stuff.
Well, no, it's what's the name now? It's Gilly. Gilly's like the thing now.
I hear you, but I'm saying they've been rolling Meek out. It don't matter what.
I'm saying Meek is there in Gilly's video. All like Gilly doing in front of with the 4-wheeler or whatever. Meek is always to the side of him. So it's like kind of
like I didn't hear Dreams.
Yeah, Gilly. Yeah.
In the past week, like I'm not sure.
Him and Wallow, they're from Philly.
That's
so
right.
Like that's he's got the shoulder pads, the helmet, the cleats.
Yeah, that's right.
Like and then they're playing the too short shit.
In the past,
blow the whistle.
They wouldn't have done the national anthem. They would have done Dreams and Nightmare.
Yeah, but it's a sensitive time right now. That boy was he was going through it for the past 6 to 8 months. So
he still is going through it.
Dreams.
Oh man. Any last things to touch on last week or the season? Anything y'all got to say about the season?
Lawrence, who's your head coach?
I don't know. It's vacant. There's nobody. Everybody's turning it down. They're like, no.
They want to hire.
They're like, you can't sign a player until 2027.
They're gonna hire Big Dom. They're gonna.
He's a Big Dom. Right now it's Kellen. It's looking like Kellen Moore though. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he wants to do the Super Bowl, and then he'll probably announce it.
Well,
That's what the report said.
Under rules, he can't say it.
Oh, he can't say it. Okay. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. All the beat reporters are saying that.
Kingsbury came out and was like, "Nah, I'm good.
I'm good." Yeah, he's like, "I'm focused."
Yeah,
Mike McCarthy, who was unemployed, and
he said, "I'm staying fired."
He said, "I'd rather not have a job than go to that dump."
That dump, he said.
That's wild. Wait, hold on. Let me see hold on. I think it's 2027 that he's not even clears.
Like sometimes you can well, they're getting paid. It's not a good situation. Like Mike McCarthy is not getting paid. His contract ran out.
Hold on, let me see.
Damn, Lawrence, I didn't realize they lost a lot of games in a row last year.
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8.
7 games in a row.
Yeah.
They started out LLLL. WLW.
Well, that's what happens when you lose your entire O line. Quarterback goes down. Like this is a lot of shit.
That's what happens when you suck.
Defense is slow.
Nobody good on that.
Any of the youth that we did have I was on IR. They got you're up out of here. Pew.
They said McCarthy pulling out of running for Saints job.
Let me see. Yeah, so 2027 is when the cap is back.
Kenny, they said Cliff Kingsbury opts not to pursue Saints job.
Fuck yeah.
Aaron Glenn told me the same thing, Neil.
Aaron Glenn.
Well, he said
you want my honest opinion? Mickey Loomis can't be the GM here no more.
Yeah,
so we don't watch
he's 100% the problem. I'm looking at the cap right now. 2026 is 58 million. 2027 is 219. So that's when everything goes back to where they can start building again. Because they'll actually have to force Cam Jordan to retire and not give him 2 years, $35 million like they did 2 years ago.
That's what Mickey Loomis's problem is. Instead of just
it's that shit. That run is over. That shit is over. That shit was a year after Sean left is when you should have started cutting off the dead weight.
It's like, for example, like right here, you should just say, I'm going to bite the bullet and pay out the rest of his contract.
Yeah.
He'll extend him so we can push it down the road. You're right. They should let it run out for the next 2 years. I guarantee you, if Cam Jordan says he wants to play, they'll extend him.
I'm not gonna lie. The only person, because that's one of my favorite players, AK. I want him to stay there, but everybody else can go. Like
he's 30 years old.
The only thing I got to look forward to when the games come on. You can take. I don't want Kendrick Miller.
He's gonna be 30 this year.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be 30 before the season starts.
I know. I said a disclaimer. I'm being biased. I'm 100% biased about AK. And we don't know if Chris Olave is coming back. So I think he might try to. He might. I don't know if they're gonna
retire.
Nah, he wants out. His brother's speaking for him on Twitter every day.
I saw something that said the Jets might come calling. I said, who going to talk?
Right. That's what I said.
Sam Darnold back in the Meadowlands.
Because you got to think about what's the name? Him and I don't know what Garrett Wilson's doing, but obviously teammates
is
in college.
Under contract still?
He's restricted. Garrett Wilson?
No, Devontae Adams.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
He's not a free agent this year, Kenny. We looked at the free agent.
So he's got to be.
He's on contract.
Yeah, he's definitely on contract because he signed with the Raiders. He signed with the Raiders.
So they
pulled the AB.
So he's under contract for 2 more years. Then there's a void year on the other one, so 2 years pretty much. And he won't be easy to dump because of just how much money he's going to be owed.
Yeah, that's a Fendi fit.
Although, I mean, I guess if the Chiefs don't bring back D-Hop, which they likely won't, they'll say, sure, come back here. We'll take you.
San Francisco brought back Saleh as the defensive coordinator as well.
Yep.
That did.
D-Hop is he gonna just buy a property in KC.
Right, like I'll play here. Y'all just pay my mortgage. We good.
Pay me in Bitcoin.
He said he was in I think it was the halftime. He was like, This is easy, man. I play with so many quarterbacks. I just go out there and have fun. Like that's how it's supposed to be. That boy. Pat. All right.
Good to go.
Yeah, we about to get up out of here. I'm gonna just go watch some NBA. SGA plays in a little bit. I haven't watched him play in probably a couple weeks. So
make some money.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep and watch Syracuse play at 11 o'clock at Stanford tonight. So
damn.
Yeah,
they're supposed to win.
I mean, I don't really want to talk about Syracuse basketball this year, Lawrence.
Oh man.
I feel like you're personally attacking me, and I'd really
triggered.
So what?
Right. You got to stay up because of the.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't have to, but like I will, and I'll be upset about it tomorrow.
What's the line on it?
Stanford by 11.
Oh, Lord. Syracuse is 9-11 this year. Oof, I know why Kenny doesn't want to talk about them.
I don't really want to speak about it.
Yeah. I feel
what last words I got?
For me, next week, Super Bowl picks, halftime show picks, Gatorade color picks, coin toss picks.
Come on, give me a little teaser.
Like, come on. He's like, come on.
Which way you lean?
You're like, Phil. Yeah, I'll never forget. You're like, Phil, what you bet on?
My book.
I also got laughed for my song choice.
He said I bet on the duration of the national anthem. Everybody said.
Nah, don't forget the nip slip.
Bro had legal sports betting and still went to mybookie.com.
Phil was in the trenches.
That boy is gone.
Phil needed my help. Phil needed the line back.
He wanted his payment in XRP.
A couple years ago, Phil really needed the line.
He said, I got this shit in crypto.
I do have a Kendrick Lamar classic lined up to bet on, so hopefully.
Oh man.
I got nothing.
Yeah, me either. I ain't got nothing. I'm just ready for next week.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yep.
And then we got the pod next week to give our predictions too.
Yes, sir.
So, we're probably gonna be in
heavily
potential unison in the pick. We'll see.
Yep.
Nah, keep that same energy, bro.
I might have to do it. I might have to.
Stay over there. We don't want you over
there. That's a little sprinkle won't hurt once.
I gotta
He picked them last time too. He was sitting on my couch sweating, and I was over at halftime live betting when they were down 10. Say it's too easy.
Too easy.
Did I bet them?
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
I did too.
Pretty sure you did. I think I was the only one in the
Or
house.
maybe it might have been spread. Maybe.
You doing the bowl party again this year, Kenny?
I mean, no. If you say I did it, I don't know. I really don't remember.
I don't think you ever picked the Chiefs when you come to my house the past 2 years.
You doing a party again this year?
Yes, sir.
Might slide through.
You're gonna be in Canada. You just told us.
No, I'll be home. I'll be home that night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you brought up Canada like you was gonna be there for the game.
I don't know what time I'll be home.
From Canada.
Nah, you see what he doing, Jenny? He just called himself. He said the excuse, you feel me? And you just called him right there. You just self-incrimination.
Just in case.
You gotta pull
out. So now if he don't come, he can say, "Oh, I didn't get back."
Yeah. Get back in time.
But if he comes back, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I made it back."
I made it back in time.
I got some coffee.
I made it back in time.
What it is?
Yeah.
This dude funny.
I ain't get these gray hairs for nothing. It's wisdom. I made up them excuses.
He's old.
The food last year at Kenny's was great, though.
Kenny, but you think my boy gonna?
Phil, you pulling up?
Probably. It depends if me and Brandon's family does something.
All right.
Now you and Brandon coming through.
Yeah. Y'all skipped out since
I was there last year. What do you mean?
Crazy. I'm talking about the last few events. Well, no, you did pull up. You did pull up for Taylor and the Cook though. You did.
He did. We needed him
Why
that
the fuck
night.
me for?
We
You
needed
talk about Brandon. I don't know why you talk about me for. I was
Hey, Brady, throwing your cousin right under the bus.
Yep.
Right.
I haven't seen him in person for years. Don't blame me.
Oh man. All right, man. We up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Next week, part 2, Super Bowl. What Super Bowl we at? 59?
58?
59.
59. See that the Roman numerals get people. They don't be knowing that. Oh man. Now I'm gonna say this last thing. I seen this funny video and it was like this guy was like difficult questions or you die, and it was like name this Roman numeral.
Done.
Oh. And I never thought about that shit. I was like, a lot of people getting smoked. Because
you done.
Yo, what's LVXXIX?
Yeah, you all done. Then you got to start thinking about like at some point the numbers you got to read them backwards or like combine.
Well, like
shit.
for example, LIX 59, but it's the L, but then the 9 after. But then at some point they'll put the IV before the L.
Yeah,
it's like
you're done. You're all done.
Like, I got it, but I can understand why y'all don't.
Yeah. You're all done. You're cooked.
I gotta find the video, bro, and send it in the chat. Oh man,
like when it was
dying.
Super Bowl XL was Super Bowl 40, but it's like the X is 10 and
it's a t-shirt.
So you're telling me it's 10 minus 50. Like that should be better.
Fuck you up, bro. I'm goddamn them ancient
man, they was not cooking back in the day for sure. They was
really was fucking with us.
Damn.
Watch this. It's gonna be the year of 2075, and they're gonna be like, I don't know what this number is.
Thank God for mine.
All right, man. We up out of here. We appreciate y'all. Peace.